All right, we're here with Coach Redmond. After looking back at Saturday's game, obviously the outcome was not what you were hoping for, but what were some things that you saw your team do well that you think you can build on?
I saw them compete. I thought that was very important that as each game goes by, we're competing more, and I think that's because the players really start to understand exactly what we are doing and what we need to do to have success.
Well, in that game, you got off to a bit of a slow start. You got into an early hole, and that probably helped UIS build some momentum. But in the second half, it seemed like your team shot better. Your players were a little bit more physical. What do you think the team has to do to play better in the first half of games?
Well, right now, I think they need to be ready mentally. I really believe at this point in time, early part of the seasons, that the kids don't understand that a basketball game is not like a water fountain where you turn it on and off. I think after they get hit in the mouth, they realize it's going to be tough. Oh, I better step it up. You can, as you watch the game, you can really tell those things is the way they play. They just play even keel. Up and down. If it's go in, it goes in. Now, oh, look at the clock, I'm behind. And so I think that has a lot to do with it. It's coming out with the right intensity at the beginning is what we need right now. And that's an individual player's thing. It's not a team thing. It's that each player has got to sit down and think about the game before the game is start. Not after they've been hit in the mouth and say, okay, oh, I got to step up. This is going to be tougher than I thought.
All right. Well, you have a week to prepare for your next game. You have Newman next Monday. What's one main thing you're going to be working on during this week of practice?
Well, right now I'm working on how I'm going to stop Newman shooters. I've been keep getting reports and making phone calls on Newman themselves, getting scouting reports. My assistant, Spencer Williams, got a scouting report, and then I was follow up with scouting reports on other coaches. They're playing real well at this moment, and the most important thing I look at is the way they're shooting the basketball. They're averaging 40. Their percentage is 47% from the three. And that's scary. As a coach, has got to go face them at home. That's very scary. Right now, I'm preparing my team to try to counteract that. And the only way at this moment, don't want to give away all the secrets, is try to stay home. They like to penetrate and kick into shooters. And I'm really working on trying to make that happen.
Well, obviously Newman's going to be a pretty good test as you enter your conference slate. You've got a lot of good teams in the MIAA. Obviously, your goal in every game is to go in and get the win, but this week against Newman, what are some other things that you want to see? What are some other goals you have for your team?
Well, right now, to be honest, we're going to be short-handed. I looked at, great situation, and so, we have to do some things academically for our team, and that's not an excuse. It's that the decisions and things I had to make decisions on is having players for 3 or 4 games or having players for the 19 or 20 that I have left. And with the people that we still have playing, my goal is to get in there is that they play the best they're capable of playing and playing hard, and let the chips fall where they may. That's the only thing I can look at. Especially a week later, we open up with Fort Hays here at home, starting the conference play. And right now, we need the people that's playing to do a lot of production on both ends of the floor for across 3 or 4 games. It's just going to be them doing it. And that's not a thing that we're doing. It's just something that has to happen, and I'm really excited about that. And like I told them yesterday at practice, everybody's going to get a big opportunity to prove what they're capable of doing.
All right. Well, as always, thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thank you.